Wow, guys, that card was okay overall, but I think that the main event, man, I don't think I ever had a moment to relax that entire fight. I kept thinking someone was about to get finished at any moment. It truly deserved the performance of the night bonus. So to recap the main event, Alex Pereira finishes Khalil Rountree by brutal TKO in the 4th round. I think many people, including myself, didn't expect this to go more than 2 rounds, but this exceeded my expectations. Khalil Rountree in the 1st and 2nd round, especially the 1st round, looked extremely quick. The speed difference was super apparent, and I immediately was getting worried for Pereira since he was getting caught every now and again by a few Rountree combinations. It honestly looked like Pereira was taken aback by Rountree initially and had to readjust from his initial strategy, which his strategy seemed like it was to knock him out early. Pereira did adjust, he wore him down in the 3rd and 4th rounds, and towards the end of the 4th, Alex just unleashed a brutal beatdown on Khalil Rountree after catching and hurting him with a couple of big shots. That finishing combo of body shot, uppercut was pretty filthy. 3 title defenses, 3 finishes for Alex Pereira, and what's next for him is that he needs to get the fight with Magomed Ankalaev over with finally. Hopefully they can get it done sometime maybe around January, February next year if we're lucky. Now talking about Khalil, the man deserves a lot of praise. Came to give the fans a great fight and he delivered a banger of a fight, man. He gave Alex a run for his money, arguably his toughest fight, at least for light heavyweight. Hope he has a long rest and recovers well. I can see him getting a matchup with Jamal Hill sometime soon, which would be good. I think after seeing this fight, people would now favor Khalil to beat Jamal Hill, so definitely want to see that fight go down in the future. Anyways, fantastic main event. Moving on to the co-main event, Raquel Pennington versus Julianna Pena. Not much to say about this fight besides I thought Pennington had done enough to secure a win, most likely 3 rounds to 2. I gave her the 1st, 4th, and 5th rounds, I think, but I'd need to rewatch to confirm. She definitely had her moments, dominating the stand-up for the most part, while Pena secured rounds 2 and 3 with her grappling, in my opinion. I feel like there were quite a few bad decisions on the fight card overall, just like the next fight down the card, which I really want to talk about, which was Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. Now, I'm just going to say this straight up. I was super unhappy with Mario Bautista's performance after the 1st round, and especially unhappy in his 3rd round performance. I don't believe he should be allowed to get a win over Aldo when all he did was fail takedowns against the cage and lose to Aldo on damage, in my opinion. If those are the current judging rules of the UFC, then they need a serious change of ruling. I do think Aldo could have been more proactive when he did stuff the takedown and was against the cage. I think he needed to be more aggressive in those moments and try to break out and separate as quickly as he could, but I also did think he did enough to win, so there's that. Disappointed, but moving on. Roman Dolidze versus Kevin Holland. I did think Dolidze was going to win in the end with what he was sort of showcasing in that 1st round. I'm talking about the takedown into just taking advantage of top position over Holland, but I am sad whenever a fighter gets injured and the fight is compromised because of it. It looked like he potentially broke a rib when he tried to roll out a bottom position. He let out a pretty visible scream when it happened, so I can only imagine how painful it actually was. Hopefully it's not as serious as what we think and he recovers well and fast. Wishing him all the best in recovery. Ketlen Vieira versus Kayla Harrison. Nice win by Kayla. Took a bit of damage in this fight. The elbows by Ketlen Vieira were catching her a bit and ended up causing this big welt on her forehead. Regardless though, she still ended up looking too strong for Ketlen when it came to the fight and won the fight pretty clearly. Her pressure was top notch. Now to the next fight on the card, Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. Man, I hate to see Wonder Boy get put out like that. I don't think he's lost by KO besides the Pettis loss a long time ago, so this was just a shock to me, but Wonder Boy is over 40 years old and I think he should think about resting for a bit and potentially retiring if he does not need to fight anymore. I'm not saying he didn't look good. I had it pretty even going into the 3rd round and I thought it was most likely 1-1. He just doesn't need to take more damage at his age, especially if it's not worth it financially. He won't be getting a title shot anytime soon, and are any other matchups really interesting or worth it for him? Who knows, man. Happy for Buckley though. One of the biggest wins of his career in a difficult matchup as well. He fought very smart, mixed in the takedowns during this fight, which is what I thought he would do, and he was able to catch Wonder Boy by blitzing him down quite a few times before landing the biggest shot of the fight, which was the last right hook that landed. Great finish, great win. I'm going to quickly wrap up this video by talking about other noteworthy things on this card in particular. I thought Carla Esparza arguably won, and then she had her retirement, of course. Ryan Spann rocked over Vince St. Preux and then snatched up a quick submission as well, and then Court McGee gets a 1st round sub over Tim Means. Those were the other noteworthy things that happened on the card. That's my overall recap of the fight card, guys. I thought it was pretty okay, like I said, but that main event was insane. I could watch it again straight away. My heart was really in my throat for that one. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like or leave a comment comment in the comment section below, and see you guys next time.